Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam, or xJawz, and today I'm bringing you guys a domination game on the map Radiation. I know I've uploaded a couple of these in the past week, but bear with me here. Today I'm going to be showcasing, I believe, the 5th gold gun that I've purchased now that I am 14th Prestige, and today we're dealing with none other than the Gold Commando. So I knew this gun would be, one of the guns that I would be doing soon. I thought it would have gotten recommended a little bit sooner, or recommended by enough people that I would have bought it a little bit sooner, but it is the 5th gun. And I gotta tell you guys, this is one of the guns that I really like in this game. So the Golden Commando is obviously one of the better assault rifles in this game. And if anybody out there is familiar with competitive gaming and you've played, some of the top teams, what some of the top teams use, you'll know that the only assault rifles that you really see frequently in competitive gaming are going to be the FAMAS and the Commando. Now the Commando, I'd say, is probably like out there 10 to 25% of the time, and the FAMAS is out there like 75 to 90% of the time. But nonetheless, this is one of the assault rifles that a lot of the professional players actually do like, and typically, or actually always, you'll see it with a red dot sight, just like you would see on the FAMAS. I personally, in this game, went with dual mags, as you guys know. On the FAMAS and the Commando, I like the dual mags attachment for my assault rifles to have that extra ammo to help me build up to my higher kill streaks. And I've been using that actually on a lot of the gold guns that I've showed you guys, and that's just one of the recurring themes in my videos is that you'll see me use dual mags a lot because it is a good attachment. And yeah, so on this class I'm using Hardline, Sleight-of-Hand, and Ninja. Nothing really original. My kill streak setup is UAV, Blackbird, and Chopper Gunner. Again, nothing really original, but I like to stick to the basics and show you guys what works for me because I know a lot of people don't like to see that same stuff over and over and over, but the topic of my videos, the main theme, the reoccurring theme to my videos is not showing you guys a super original class and me doing like, something crazy with it. It's more about showing you guys class setups that work over and over and over again, and kill streak setups and perk setups and all that stuff. That way you guys can emulate what I do and also do well in the game. So just keep that in mind because I know I have a lot of new subscribers who would probably like to see some like crazy class setups, which don't, worry, I will do occasionally, but for the most part it's going to be this real simple stuff, the stuff that helps you recreate what I do in game. So recently something happened that a lot of people are a little bit upset with, or a lot of people who make YouTube videos are a little upset with, and I thought I'd address it on my channel in this video and tell you guys what I think about it and tell you guys the way I think you guys should look at it. So recently I uploaded a video on my channel linking people to a video that I recommended Woody to upload on his channel, which was a portion of their podcast where they were talking to that kid who was looking for advice on his channel, and he ended up getting 9,000 subscribers from it. It was like a really nice shout out, and he ended up really having a big channel from it. And a lot of people, especially other commentators, are upset with this. Smaller commentators, I should say, people who put a lot of time into their YouTube channels and haven't seen success like that so quickly. And I definitely see why. A lot of people are saying that he didn't deserve it, and it was really lucky, and it shows everything that's wrong with the YouTube community. But that's not the way I look at it. Now, I want to say this. This guy who got this shout out, he doesn't make terrible videos. He was not, extremely undeserving of a shout out. And the shout out wasn't intentional. It was 100% luck, and I think that people are looking at this in the wrong, manner. I think that a lot of people have been looking at this guy and saying like, oh my god, he got a shout out, like, why did he get one and I didn't? Well, it was just kind of, luck of the draw. It really is that way a lot of the time on YouTube, and that's one of the things that a lot of people don't appreciate and don't like about, the YouTube commentating community. There's a lot of commentators out there who put a ton of effort into their work, and people who I definitely want to showcase on my channel. But the thing is I won't be able to get to everybody, and neither will any other commentator. So this guy getting a shout out was just, again, luck of the draw. And I think people should sort of take it in stride, and instead of focusing on the fact that this guy got a lucky shout out, you should focus instead on, the tips that, Only Use Me Blade, Woody's Gamer Tag, and Wings were all giving him during that video, so that you can work on improving your channel and eventually getting noticed by other commentators. Because at this point, it is really easy to build a channel off of getting a shout out, and that's just, the way YouTube works. It's really hard to break into this whole environment. And what I want to say again, which I've said before, the best way to get into the YouTube community is one, and this is the sad truth, and I myself have never been involved in something like this, I don't think, as far as I know, but giving a shout out to somebody because they're just a friend. Like if you're a friend with a YouTuber, and even if you're not that great, a lot of times you can get into, like, you can get a shout out from them. Now, don't take this the wrong way. A lot of people are friends and get shout-outs, but they still, deserve them. For example, if you guys know Toxo or Ryan X Smith, both of them are friends of mine who have YouTube channels, but they're both really good players who deserve to, have more subscribers than they had before I did those dual commentaries or those shout outs for them. And that's the same for like a lot of people on YouTube. But the thing is there's some people who aren't that great, who are friends with YouTubers, who get shout outs, and then there's other people who really work hard on their channels, eventually get noticed by another commentator, and then get a shout out. So to you guys, I just want to say, keep doing what you're doing, and make sure you're making videos that are going to impress a commentator. Don't make subpar work that you don't think anybody's gonna like, and you're just barely happy with on your channel. Like Only Using Blade said over and over in that commentary in that podcast, are you proud of your video? You got to be proud of your video if you're going to be putting it out there for other people to see. You really need to make other people see that you put a lot of work into your videos, and that you really are trying to be one of those big guys. You really want to give people this impression when they go to your channel, and when they hit subscribe, and when they see how many subscribers you have. You want them to say to themselves, how do you only have X amount of subscribers? That is a comment that I've seen myself get. I've seen even people with really big channels get. People with low channels. I remember the Mark of J and Team Martin when those guys were coming up, and they were getting promoted by people like Woody's Gamertag for Team Martin, and me for the Mark of J. People went to their channels and were like, your videos are great, man. How do you only have this many subscribers? Mark of J had I think 2,000 or 3,000. And people were like, how do you only have 2,000 or 3,000? This is top-notch work. You should be at 20, 30, 40,000, whatever the case may be. So guys, I know this wasn't an extremely gameplay-related commentary, but I thought I would just kind of get it out there to you guys and let you know that, keep doing what you're doing, and eventually you'll get noticed. And if, somebody else gets lucky, stop focusing on them. Focus on yourself and try and improve what you're doing, not take down somebody else for what they're doing. See you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the commentary.